Hey, what's up, everybody? Going to go back through the model picks for today. Got the college basketball results from yesterday up. The model did go 7 of 10, missed on Utah Valley, who was down, I think, 20 some points at halftime, came back and lost by one. Colorado State ended up losing by five, and I think Bradley lost pretty bad, double digits, I believe. But got the Prairie View upset, got the Miami upset. So had some pretty good picks in there. Um, got quite a few more for today. We'll go ahead and pull those up, I guess. So I do have um, today's and tomorrow's all 32 games in here. Some of these, obviously, there was playing games, so there's only one day of predictions. Some of the others, there are multiple days from me running it. So the highest pick is Florida. It has them winning by about 25. Spread on that one is 35, though, so still has them under that. I would not expect it to be a close game. 35 is a very high number, though. It does like Duke quite a bit. Obviously, a lot of these, they're going to be the number ones, the number twos, things like that. Would make the most sense for the confidence, since it is ordered confidence highest to lowest. So some of the games you'll probably want to see will be a little farther down here. Um, Stop here for a second, make sure you guys can see all these. So here's going to be the medium confidence from Houston down to Louisville. And then the low confidence will be the rest of them here. So Nebraska all the way down to Miami. Um, Obviously, without many games being played, there's none of these have flipped. None of the scores have changed very much. There's just been a few games of input that could have changed. The lines that have changed could adjust the score a little bit. So not a whole lot to see there. But those are the picks for college basketball. If you're looking for what the model likes for spreads or totals, these are the picks. It's ordered right now by score, so that this is its favorite one, Howard. And again, these are Michigan's favored by, I think I don't remember what it is. They're like 35 and Florida's 35, somewhere in there, both of them. So Florida must be even more if it has Prairie View, or less if they're comparing it. So maybe it's 30 for Florida and 35 for Michigan or something. Either way, I guess I can look right next to it. There's the spreads and the predictions. That's what's going to be different. So Florida's 25. Michigan is predicted to win by 17. So that's why they're the top ones. They are off by that much. That's the edge it's giving these games, but these schools haven't seen competition levels that low in quite a while, so I would expect them to come out and perform pretty well. It's just super high spreads. So anyway, moving on. Louisville, it likes Wright State. Long Island to cover, another very high spread against the number one team. So as you go down, you'll see the spreads, you'll see the totals. If you want to make it a little easier, I'll sort it by home and away. And then you can just it'll be alphabetically by the away team, and you can find the game you're looking for. Don't check the date column on this one. I just switched them all to the same date, so I didn't have to change my file. It was easier that way. But these are all the games today and tomorrow. So the top pick will still be the favorite pick by the model. The higher score in this column will be the one you're looking for. So it likes Troy better than it likes the total. It likes the total here better than it likes UCLA to cover the spread. And all of the spreads, totals, they're just taken straight from the predictions. So if the prediction has the under, it's not going to pick the over as its favorite. It's just going to rank it farther down if it doesn't find it as likely. So we can go on to the NBA and NHL. So NBA yesterday did go 6 of 9. Got all of the high and medium confidence picks. Those were all pretty easy wins, pretty lopsided matchups. Did get LA to beat Houston, and then it missed the other three of the low confidence. Denver ended up getting beaten Memphis. Clippers couldn't win in New Orleans, and the Utah one's kind of weird. Minnesota, it had them at the beginning of the week. It had them at day 7, but they had lost 4 or 5 by double digits, so the model was trying to figure out what was going on with them. But it only stuck on them for a few days. It flipped it back, so did miss it overall, the model pick, but it was the lowest confidence one. That's why it did flip was just because of that little bit of a downfall Minnesota had for a little bit. NHL only got 2 of 6. These bottom three that missed did all lose in overtime or a shootout. So obviously, still not a win, but they were close games. They were predicted to be close games, and they were close games. New Jersey won. Carolina ended up winning in overtime as well. They tied it up, I believe, on an empty netter at the end, and then won in overtime or a shootout. And Ottawa ended up losing, I think 3-1 after an empty netter late in that game. So, like I said yesterday, I thought this one and this one could have gone the other way, and even this one. So they ended up going the other way. Today's games, though, we do have we'll have 8 NBA. The high confidence will be Detroit and Cleveland. Medium will be Sacramento and Charlotte, and then the low confidence will be the Phoenix, the Lakers, Clippers, and the Jazz games. Detroit will be without Cade Cunningham. He is injured. Washington's also sitting out a lot of players. So Trey's out again. Cade only played 5 minutes in the first game. They played 2 days ago, and he only played 5 minutes. They struggled in the first half. They came out in the second half and played very well. So I would expect them to be more prepared this game to play without him, and that game should go a little better. Cleveland, Chicago. Chicago didn't look good last night. Toronto handled them pretty easily. Now they're on the second day of a back-to-back. That's going to be a tough matchup for them. So both of those I do like. I think they should be pretty easy wins. This game, obviously, it's hard to know what Philly's going to do with all of their injuries. Sacramento's they can play, and then they'll blow games at the end. So even if they keep it tough, I kind of think Philly might end up pulling that one out as long as they're not missing everybody. If Edgecombe plays, but Charlotte, I do think they should win. Orlando's a good team though. Charlotte has played, I think, a little bit worse at home, honestly. So Orlando could come in there and give them a bit of a challenge, but I do like that Charlotte pick. San Antonio, I think, should win over Phoenix unless there's some injury information in that one that I'm not sure about. So I don't know that I would necessarily trust that San Antonio and Phoenix pick. Lakers' second day of a back-to-back. They just had to play in Houston yesterday, so now going to Miami. Not going to be incredibly easy. I do believe Bam will be back. Wiggins will be back. I think they have Hero and Powell, so Miami should be full go. Lakers, I mean, LeBron played last night. He's 40-something, so he may be sitting tonight. And then Clippers, New Orleans, they both played last night. In fact, they both played each other, didn't they? Yeah, so they're playing each other again tonight. So second day of a back-to-back, playing each other. Model did like New Orleans at the beginning, and it likes them again today. So the Clippers were without Mathurin last night. I think they may have had a couple other people sitting out too. I don't know if they'll be playing today. I know Kawhi and Garland were both, I think, questionable yesterday. Both ended up playing, so one or both of them could end up sitting. So New Orleans may be the way to go on this game again. And then the bottom one, that's just two not very good teams right now. Milwaukee being on the road, I think, makes it a little worse for them. So I could see Utah. But if you have any other questions for me, I will do the props video again later once I get my daughter to school and all of that. But if you have any other thing, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Have a good one.